I'm getting ready to watch the Cowboy game a little later, about 3:25 here. And I know I said I would make a video about what I'd been through, but I didn't have time right now. I may do that later. But this is a sneak peek of my fashion girl. And I just started her. So I will do her. I can't be on here very long. And because I want to enjoy something that I haven't been able to enjoy for 3 months. And that's a nice cowboy game. And, you know, being here in Texas, I kind of grew up that way. Sometimes when I draw, you marker down here, you can draw lines to help yourself remember which is light and which is dark, but it doesn't always work real good, depending on the pencil that you're using, as opposed to just your regular drawing pencil. Doesn't really matter. Sometimes it's just better if you start out light and then where you've drawn the lines, just get darker. You know? Sometimes. Hi, King Boy. I see you. Thank you for joining. Yeah. It does a lot of good to do some outlining before you do your color. I have had trouble with my hand. I am just now getting back after the meditation I did, which I'm so glad that I did, and I did post about the meditation in my posting, so you might go look at it, because it did me a lot of good. I mean, helps. If some people are, some people aren't. You know, I am no judge. I'm not gonna judge anybody. Oh, Lord knows. I am not one to judge. But anyway, yeah, I sometimes hesitate to meditate, especially guided. I don't really like guided, but it's better for me because that way things don't pop into my head. Oh, Fortnite kid. Hi, hi, hi. Nice to see everyone. This is a little bit different than what I usually draw. Formal wear and the like, you know. But sometimes we got to get out of our comfort zone, don't we? Camille, hi. Ryan, hi. Oh, thank you. Thank you for saying that. Good drawing. Yeah, this drawing is a little bit out of my comfort zone, but it's good. It's good to get out of my comfort zone sometimes. But I have been so not in my comfort zone for 3 months that I am just now starting to be able to enjoy stuff again. And I will do a video on the why I was not in my comfort zone and the ugly stuff that happened, only because I need to talk about it, not because I really want to bellyache or make people listen or anything like that. So, you know, it's really selfishly just for me to be able to cope, you know, with the therapy of it. But yes, oh, it does a person good to be able to talk about stuff. Oh, and incidentally, when you're coloring something and you realize that you did it too darkly, you can always use your eraser to make it lighter, you know, if you need to. Kind of like that. And then we make this have depth so it looks like the fabric is laying over it, making a little shadow. Kind of like that. Yeah, she's bulky sleeves, oversized jacket. It's hard for me to draw that stuff, you know? Just kind of have to mm, use your imagination. This belt is going to be brown, and I'm going to have some color on this other stuff, but this is supposed to be a gray jacket when I'm done with it. And So, anyway, thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. Favorite kid, Camille. King Boy. Ryan. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. So, anyway, oh, today is my birthday, incidentally. So I am going to enjoy a Cowboy game, and they do play the Commanders, so that's an old rival. I hate that they changed the name, but I do understand why. But anyway, aside from that, I am going to be able to have a birthday dinner. Yay! And I am going to try real hard. This will be the first time in 3 months that I've been able to relax and enjoy myself. So I am going to. These are supposed to be boots. So if you draw and, this is kind of an abstract thing, do they at least simulate boots or rough out, boots? It's hard for me to, it's a challenge for me to draw a person walking. And I was told, well, you just have to keep doing it. Well, yes, but I also have astigmatism, so, and I'm not using that as an excuse. I'm really not. But if you have astigmatism and you know what I'm talking about, it's rather difficult to draw displacement, But anyway, I had a very understanding art teacher that actually had astigmatism too. And he's a professional artist. And I was like, wow, you're just saying. And he goes, no, I'm not just saying it. He says, I do totally understand. And he showed me what he did. And I was a little surprised. But he said, oh no, there's no shame in having, abnormalities. And he says it doesn't mean you can't do what you want and be successful at it. He says you can still function. So, yes, that made me feel a lot better. Kudos to teachers that make their students feel better. Yeah. Well, anyway, I had an art teacher in the 5th grade in elementary school that was the same way. And I know 5th grade art, I mean, it's mainly uh, crayons, drawing, and doing things with, um, we did things with, like, we would melt crayons with an iron and fold them over into wax paper, stuff like that. It was really cool because you'd get a really cool design, you know. But yeah, those were the days. 5th grade. Yeah. But anyway, um, I am probably going to get off. I know it would probably be better for me if I stayed on longer, but um, I oh, I was gonna make her hair black anyway. It's like that. Yeah, that's like that. Hmm. Color on her eyebrows. Yeah. Hmm. Outline this a little bit. Hmm. This will have more color on it later. And I will be back again. Thank you guys for coming and talking to me. That's supposed to kind of be a shadow. Thank you guys for coming and talking to me. I will be back with more of this. Thank you.